Hi everyone, welcome to my live stream at 1 o'clock at Big Me Up HQ. This is the third in a series of 5 that we're doing. Looking at, we've already done, the bots are coming. Did you enjoy that one yesterday? I hope you did. I hope you found it quite useful. It's had loads of views, like 1.5 thousand views or something. So obviously a lot of people are quite interested in how we can use bots in our business. So that was yesterday's. What was the one the day before? Influencer marketing, how to use influencers in your marketing. And coming up tomorrow, we've got how to be known in your network, and also on Friday, which is Good Friday, so there might not be a lot of you around. On Friday, we are talking about how to make beautiful images for Instagram and how you can use that to grow your business. So everything we teach at Big Me Up is always around growth in your business, and it's always around traditional media and social media. And today I want to talk about live videos. If you read my blog this morning, and oh my God, how late was my blog today? Turns out that there was an issue with Facebook. So I was trying to put the Facebook link in for this group, this page. And it turns out that there was an issue with Virgin broadband people, which is me. So changing that in the future, come September when my contract is up. And Facebook, for some reason they couldn't connect, didn't work, didn't want to play ball. So hence blog was really late, but hopefully you saw the message. It meant that the rest of the day was a bit backed up as well. And so I haven't done one of the things that I would recommend that you do, which is to put things on like Instagram stories, Messenger Day, Facebook stories as well, to let people know that you're going live, and also in your groups as well to let people know that you're going live. I've had back-to-back appointments since about 10 o'clock this morning, so I haven't had a chance to do that today. But that's one thing that you could do to help to grow your audience when you do go live. When you come on, please say hello so that I can see who you are. And if you have any questions, ask away. So also, I'm going to be giving you some tips that I learnt when I went to Social Media Marketing World Conference in San Diego recently. There were 10 lectures on live, so I managed to get to quite a few of them because I did a poll in my Big Me Uppers Facebook group to ask them what they were most interested in, and Facebook Lives was one of the, well, it was the leading one that everyone was interested in. So I'm going to be talking you through how to go live in the first place, and then a few tips and tricks to help you look really good on camera. So when you're going live on Facebook, I highly recommend that you go live on your page. And the reason for this is because of things that are going to be happening way down the line in the future. You've already seen that Facebook just recently have introduced Facebook Stories and Messenger Day Stories. Now, because the ad space in Facebook runs out in April, so about now, they're looking for different place where they can put ad rolls. In fact, in America, just a few days ago, I think it was, they started putting ads into stories in Instagram. And so you're going to start to notice that stories are going to start having ads cropping up. And also Messenger is just going to be, that's going to be like the new platform for adverts. If you're just coming on board, please say hi in the chat box so that I can see who's on here. Hello. And then don't do that on your Facebook lives. And then, you're going to have all these adverts going in different places. So therefore, you really, really need to concentrate on your page because, hello, Rachel Holmes. Oh, she says I'm looking great. Thank you. It's because I'm camera ready, which I will be talking about in a minute. And so because Facebook Stories, like when it arrived on the profile, I did not expect that. I knew it was coming to pages, but I did not expect it on profile. Of course, with Facebook Stories just being on profile, it means that the only people that you can talk to really are your friends. Whereas when you're in business, when you're talking on stories, when it does come to pages, you're obviously going to be talking to all those fans that have hit like, and hopefully they're all real fans and not ones that you've bought, and they are going to be integrated with you a lot more in stories on that Facebook page. So getting on Facebook page now, like this is on my Facebook page, getting your audience over from your groups and start using your page as a platform. It's a precursor to what's coming with the advertising revenue in the years to come, because revenue space is running out this April, and Facebook are looking at different ways to advertise to people, and that's where we're going to be hopping over to all these different platforms. So that's just kind of a precursor as to why you should be doing this. Now, when you go live on your page, if you've never done it before, you literally pick up your phone, go as if you're going to write a status. I can't demonstrate because I'm on my phone going live, but you can imagine phone, go to status, tap on it, and you can see always at the bottom it comes up. It's like, do you want to do a status? Do you want to do a picture? I can't remember all the other options, because 9 times out of 10 now when I'm on it, I'm just putting go live. So there's a little red camera and it just says go live next to it. So you tap that. And I recommend when you're going live, you want the camera horizontal, not vertical. And you have to start it horizontally. So when you put your title in, do it on the horizontal, flip your camera over. So it's that way and not that way, okay? And then put your title in that way, and then you hit, there's a little button on the bottom right hand corner that says go live. You hit that, it counts you down 3, 2, 1, and then you're live. When you've finished, there is it's so simple. There is a button that says finish in the bottom right hand corner, and you just hit that, and then you get the option to post it, or you don't have to post it. If you did it and you think, oh my god, that was horrendous, I don't want anyone else seeing it, you don't have to post it. It can just go into the ether of, you know, whatever the ether is, that land out there. So you don't have to post your lives. The only people that are going to be seeing your lives are the people that are on them at that point, unless you post it. If you post it, it goes into your page, okay? And also, it's always worth asking people when you do a live stream, like now I'm going to say to you, if you're watching this on the follow-up, you know, you're watching it recorded, and you have a question for me, please put it in the chat box below, and I will come back and answer any questions you may have. So don't feel that if you're not watching this live, you can't participate. You can, because it's living now on my Facebook page. Also, if you like what I'm sharing with you, and you know other people that would like what I'm sharing with you, and it's going to help their businesses too, please, please, please give me some shares, give me some love, and share it with your friends, in your groups, with anybody else that you think might like what I'm saying. So that's another lesson there. You know, ask for the shares, give a call to action in your live streams. Otherwise, what's the point? So going live, I've just explained how you do that. It's very easy. Other things that I want to talk about are some of the tips that I learned when I was at Social Media Marketing World from some of the experts. Now, one of the there's so many so many ways that people go wrong when they do lives. It's so funny. One of the things is your background, okay? So I can't tell you how many times I've watched a video, and in the background you can see right through to their kitchen. You see all the dirty laundry, or the clean laundry, hanging on the rack or on the radiator. We've all been guilty of it. We've all taken photographs like that, and I'm sure we've all done videos like that. Or you're just like sitting at your kitchen table talking, or sitting on your sofa talking. Now, I did do a couple on my sofa last week, but I made sure there was like a clear background behind. And literally, when I go live from a sofa, it's literally, if something's just happened and I think that you need to know about it straight away, I will pop on live and I will let you know about an update. One was about Apple Clips, and the other one was about how on your page in America, it comes up like Zoom now, where you do split screen. No, it's when you do a live. And if I wanted to talk to somebody live now, I could tap on them and then it would bring them up, like on Zoom, a little square in the picture, and you would see it kind of up here. It would be more up here, actually. So that was a new thing that I wanted to let people know about. So I did go instantly live. But on the whole, when you're going live, think about your industry and what you're in. So, you know, I'm all about media and marketing. So I'm in an office arena. I'm not in my kitchen. If I was a chef, or if I did nutrition, the kitchen would be a brilliant place to do it. Nice backdrop, providing that the kitchen looks good, you know. So you've got to really think about your background and where you're doing your lives from. you want to, when you're going live, be in work mode. So yes, you can be authentic and you don't always have to have makeup on. When I do Facebook stories, if I'm heading off to the gym in the morning, I haven't got my makeup on. So you will see me, you know, without makeup then. But if I'm doing a strategic broadcast like this is, so I'm educating, I'm learning, I'm at work, I've got my work hat on, I've got makeup on, I've got clothes on. Please put clothes on when you're doing lives. Please make sure the clothes are clean. That's another thing, isn't it, when you watch people, it's like, oh my God. So have a look, before you press that go live button, have a look, you know, in the window as to what you look like. And if you wouldn't go to work like that, then don't go on camera like it. That's all I'm saying. To be a professional, you know, you do have to appear professional. And so if you wouldn't rock up to work in your pyjamas and no makeup, then I suggest that you wouldn't rock up on Facebook Live to your audience, who are your clients at the end of the day. So make sure that you are dressed appropriately. With sport and fitness, obviously, you might be all sweaty and you might be telling them, you know, about the big workout that you've just done or the marathon that you've just run. That's absolutely fine. I'm not saying don't be authentic. All I'm saying is be aware of what it is that you're achieving strategically with your posts, and make sure that everything that you can put in place to make that the best that it could possibly be happens, basically, if that makes sense. Also, when you're looking at the camera, a lot of people will look at themselves over here, and then you'll see now that I've probably gone a bit boz-eyed because I'm looking at myself. And it just looks weird. And it's a really hard habit to break. I'm still doing it now. I'm still looking at myself. It's a really hard habit to break, but you do have to break it. And what you have to do is look over. The way I've got my camera positioned, I've got my lens over on here on the left-hand side. And so you have to not just look at the lens either. It's really difficult for me as well because really I need my glasses on. So even though I'm looking at the lens, it's a little bit blurred. Yeah, you don't want to be driving in a car with me. So you've got to look at the lens, and hopefully now I'm looking at the lens, you'll see that I am looking at you directly on camera when you watch this on playback. But it's not enough to just look at the lens. You have to look through the lens to the back of the lens, which sounds a bit weird, but trust me, it works. So that's how you get people to fall in love with you and really pay attention to what you're saying, because you're looking to the back of the lens, and it means that we're getting really great eye contact. Can you feel it? Can you feel the love that I'm looking at the back of the lens? It's like I'm looking directly at you, yeah? Hopefully that's working and I don't look like a loon. The other good thing that I want to talk about is your facial expression. So I went in this one guy's lecture and he was really good, a Hollywood actor, David Lawrence, and he was talking about your resting bitch face. And so quite often we do this without even realising, and I've got a bit of I think I need Botox here. I've got like 2 lines here that if I was just standing straight, it might look like I was a bit, I'm looking at me. I'm looking at the lens now. So yeah, I've got a bit of a thing going on there. You become very self-aware when you're on camera, but just get over it. You know, it's more important that you get your message out. So I could look quite cross if I always had my resting bitch face on. And what he talks about is having your resting best friend face on. So just by imagining that you're with your best mate. So now I'm imagining me and Rachel. And usually I have a smile on my face when I'm talking to Rachel. And so you would have like more of a friendlier face. So when you're on camera, try not to have resting bitch face on. And put your best friend face on as well. It doesn't mean that you have to smile all the time like another loon. You would look quite fake. You just have to have like a half smile as if you're talking to your best mate. And that's the face that you want on camera, okay? So that's another tip. The other thing that he taught us, which was brilliant, is coming back to base with your hands. So it's a trick that people use in television, and like newsreaders do it, weather people do it. I like to gesticulate a lot. Let's gesticulate. And so I use my hands a lot when I'm explaining things. but you should always bring your hands back to base. I'm quite short, so I'm just going to stand on tiptoes so that you can see what I'm talking about. So you want to be, he suggested that you put your finger on, I think it was the third finger. So you just hold it there, and now I've said that to you, you'll notice newsreaders and everybody doing it. They probably use the desk actually to lean on. But you bring it back to base, I might explain something, and then you come back to base. And can you see how it looks very professional? I wonder how long I can stand on tiptoes. So yeah, back to base, friendly face, not bitch face. Let's just show you the difference. So bitch face and not back to base. Yeah, it don't look really good, does it? It just doesn't look appealing. But now we're going, you know, back to base. I'm talking to you and I've got my friendly face back on. Does it look different? I think it does look different. So that's another tip. I'm just going to check my notes and see what else I need to tell you about. I think that's it. Yeah, I've covered everything. So you know now how to go live, you know, using the Facebook and the horizontal camera. You know about the back to base and the resting best friend face. You know to look to the back of the camera lens rather than just at it or over here. What else? And the background, making sure it's, you know, we can see that I'm in an office, there's books and files, and I've even got my office painted in my brand colours, so it's very on brand. That's very important actually. I'm all big about being on brand. And so think about the colours that are with your brand and the colours that you're using behind you. Some people have special screens made that can be behind them, but if you're doing a screen, that's another thing. Don't get one with too many logos all over it, because that can be distracting as well. So I hope you found that useful. Have you got any questions, or just put in the chat box if you have found that useful, or give me some love hearts. That would be really nice. Back to base. Resting best friend face, not bitch face. Do you like? And you know, it is important that you get your message out there. I know it's scary going live. I actually love it, so it doesn't really bother me. Thank you for the love hearts. But I think that's just because of my background, obviously. I used to do live broadcasts when I was a reporter all the time, and I've stood on stages. I've fallen off stages, so trust me, this is nothing. Whoops. So I know it can be scary, but the way I flip it in my head is that I think, yeah, I might be scared just about to get on stage. I do get scared just literally before I step on stage, going back on tiptoes. But I always think, well, Yvonne, you could stay behind the curtain and not go out there and share your message with the world. Or what could you do that would actually help people in the world? What can you give to them? And as soon as you switch it in your mind and you think, right, what can I give to people? What message do I need to impart with people? How can I help them? Then that helps you get over yourself and think, oh, I can't go on because I've got 2 lines here, or my eyebrows aren't right, or I've got a spot today, or whatever. It's more important, the message is more important than you, really. Hello, Shelley Palmer, who's just joined. Sarah Hogan's just joined. Ladies, you're late to the party. I'm just wrapping up. But please watch it on follow-up, because there's some, what I think are really cool tips that I brought back from San Diego, and they're going to help you look way more professional on camera, and to help you get your message out to the world. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Please join me tomorrow when we're going to be talking about how to get known, and I'm going to be talking about Mark Schaefer's book, Known. And also, obviously, because I help people get known, I'll be adding my penneth worth into the mix as well. So if you've enjoyed this video, please share with anyone that you think it might help. And I'll see you tomorrow.